Hey Pisces, thank you guys for joining me. This is Sage Wisdom here to do your January 2021 reading. Okay, it's a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm going to get started. Thank you God for this opportunity to read for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign of Pisces in terms of whatever needs to come through this for the highest good. Ask for protection, white light, and love to surround me, releasing any negative energies or blocks in my energy that may interfere with the deliverance of this message. I'm asking for a clear channel, a clear line of communication. I ask for accuracy for me to accurately deliver the message for the Pisces that's for the highest good. Calling my spirit team, thank you for all your help and assistance. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, Pisces, let's get started. I'm going to start with the overall energy. Okay, so the overall energy card that you have that came out first is perspective. So it's saying whatever you think matters doesn't matter. Okay, so whatever it is you focus it on, then you just zoom out and find something different to focus on. Find something that has more common ground. Okay, basically take steps back to look at the bigger picture in your life and stay away from like a reactive mindset or seeing things in like bits and pieces. See what I'm saying? Or like that ideology of me against them type of energy. So there's a shift in your perspective that's going on right now, and it's helping you to zoom out from what the thing is that you're focusing on that's maybe not for your highest good, so you can see the bigger picture of the whole thing. So it's waking you, you're being awakened, okay, to a new perspective, and that's really urgently needed right now for you Pisces to find to see the bigger picture and to find common ground. So look, zoom yourself out, sort of focus on the individual problem. Say hypothetically, if this earth was the problem, zoom out and realize there's a lot more that you need to look at and consider in relation to the situation. Okay. The next card to support the perspective card is a realization. As you zoom out and try to see things from a different perspective, you're going to realize something. Okay. And a realization has to do more with self-awareness and not this problem that you were focusing on, whether it's a person or a situation. When you zoom out, you're going to realize something different. It's not that person or that problem, the thing you were focusing on. You're going to do like a self-examination. You're going to examine yourself and the situation that you're in. And you're going to start to try to determine what's important for me. Okay. So it's almost like light shining to illuminate the darkness that's within you, which is called your shadow self. Okay. So you can see the truth of what's really going on. And when you do the examination and when you stop focusing on the situation or person, you turn your focus inward and you get the truth of what's going on. It's how you're approaching the situation. Okay. So this is very powerful, Pisces, a powerful realization that you're going through. Okay. And when you do this examination, they want you to look at the situation, pulling back from like, oh, the fear about it, or, not want to look at the situation based off what you think you might find. Come out of that energy. Okay. Having the courage to move past your fear so you can really work through these darker, shadowy parts of yourself that needs to be healed in order for your situation to shift, your situation to change for the better. Okay. So some of it could be like a bad habit or some kind of pattern that you're in that's causing you pain, decisions that you're making or things that you're doing that's making you, come to this energy of pain. Okay. So it's about taking personal responsibility to change your current situation. That's energy. Okay. Knowing yourself more completely, having a realization about self-awareness, accepting yourself, allowing situations to come in is different. Loving who you truly are. It's just a self-love type of energy. Okay. Right next to that card is a card called fear, because this is the energy I feel like you guys are stuck in. That's why they're saying shift your perspective. They're saying a time for courage is here. Fear is only useful if it's teaching you something about yourself. Okay. That's the only time. Otherwise, it's going to block your flow, block you moving forward, blocking progress in your life. So there's different types of fear. It could be people outside of you that are envious, jealous, or codependent, or it could be an energy of procrastination on your part, people pleasing, or just feeling disconnected because, you just feel disconnected. Or it could be like where you're avoiding something, or you have a fear of failure, and your fear of failure is preventing you from being successful. So they want you to look at all those things. What are you doing to trapping yourself? What are you doing that's keeping yourself stuck in this energy? But the antidote to fear is courage. That's the message here. All right. And the last card in the overall energy before we get into the actual tarot and oracle spread is beauty. Okay. So beauty It's like a medicine is what Spirit is saying. And it can heal even the most broken spirit. That's what it's saying. Beauty is everywhere. It's in nature. Is all around you. Okay. So beauty comes in many forms, but you choose how you find that. It's your choice and how you find it. So beauty is in the eye of the beholder is basically what they're saying. So rid yourself of clutter. Rid yourself of clutter in your life. And this card, when I look at this card right here, it represents clutter. Rid yourself of clutter, of fear, of all that negative energy, and start to, or what you feel that's disagreeable, stuff that don't agree with you in your current circumstance. Rid yourself of all that. Release that fear and start to see the beauty in situation. That's the overall energy, Pisces, okay? All right, so situation, what's going on with Pisces? Before I get into the situation, they're telling me that they want you guys to reset and start over. Okay. Surrender your expectations of what you thought you wanted from a situation or from yourself. They're saying there's an easier way. You don't have to struggle through this process. When the time is right, the new path is going to appear. It's like you guys are struggling to make something work that's not naturally working out. And the reason why it's not naturally working out is because the universe is saying either it's not time or the situation is not right for you. So release and surrender to what the universe has for you. So if you feel like you're pushing through and it's like you go up the steep hill, you never reaching your goal, go back to the start and look at the situation again. So the realization is something you're going to see differently now. You're changing your perspective, which means you're going to approach the situation differently. Okay. Your angels and spirit guides have heard your help, and your prayer is soon going to be answered, but you have to be open to it. You can't have this clutter and this fear around you. If you want your prayer to be answered, you have to release all this. You have to declutter your mind, your heart, your soul, your spirit from all that stuff that didn't work out for you, or your fear about not succeeding, or fear about not getting what you want. If you're open and receptive to what the universe is trying to bring to you. So release your fear. You zoom in on the situation, you're resetting, and you're starting over. You're pushing the reset button so you can start in a different way and you go about it differently, is what Spirit is saying. And the main thing they want you to say is don't fear the unknown. It's like in you resetting. Okay, so let's say hypothetically you made a plan for yourself and this is how you envision it going. And you did all the manifestation work, you're doing a visualization, you're trying to, take the steps, you're being patient, but you realize it's still not working. That's the universe telling you the situation is not for you or it's not time. So that's why they're saying clear all that stuff out and let's start from scratch. Let's erase all that and let's reset it. But when we reset it, we focus on ourselves, not an outside situation with another person. Okay. Okay, so it's a time of deep exploration and transformation. You're going through a transformation, so it's unfamiliar territory, which means it's a new horizon. So that's what's scary for you. So just be open to this newness that's here. All right. So remember, I was saying to you guys that it's like a situation that is like you're trying to make work and it's not working. Look, that's that codependent situation. It's something, whether it's like a plan you have for your life, about a promotion in a job, a relationship that you want to work out, whatever it is, it's a situation that's kind of codependent. Like that situation is if this situation don't occur, then I won't feel happy. That's a codependent energy. No, they're saying scratch that, go back to the drawing board. Now readjust it where you zooming out and you're not focused on that situation, that person, and focus on you. What's going to make you happy, not dependent on anything else but your energies. Then start that way and move forward. That's what's going to help. Okay. So you refocusing your energy. That's why you have the Knight of Pentacles reverse to focus, and you're not really taking action because you're going back to the drawing board right now. So it's like you're taking a pause, and you're going back to the drawing board. So that's what it is. So now we're going back to the drawing board. You got to look at what's going to make me feel more stable within my own self. What's going to make me feel more whole? How can I have success? How can I have financial abundance and security moving forward? How can that happen for me? Spirit is saying the way that happens is you to break free of these negative constraints that you put in yourself, these fears about not having what you want, or your codependent energies about attaching what you want to another person. Everything that you want, you already have, but it hasn't manifested in this reality yet. But you have to break free of the constraints to see it. In order to see the beauty, you gotta come out of the darkness. You can't see the light if you're in the darkness. You gotta let the light shine through. So it's breaking free of constraints that you put on yourself. That's the Eight of Swords. Moving forward in order to gain the stability. That's the King of Pentacles that you're seeking at this time. Okay, Pisces. All right. So they're saying the waiting game is over. If you want to achieve victory and success, you have to start over. You have to erase and make a blank canvas and reinvent yourself, but reinvent yourself with your own self in mind, not with another person or situation that's going to bring happiness. Feeling content within yourself, recognizing the beauty within yourself, releasing the fear, reset, and then that's when you're going to have victory. So the situation that you were moving towards, no, that wasn't right for you. That's why it didn't work. Okay, so going back to the drawing board to reinvent yourself. Yep. And then you can start taking positive movement forward in your life. Okay. So some of you, this might come in terms of a divorce. Okay. But they're basically saying unblock your energy, release the situation or this person, break free of your fear, break free of the situation that's blocking you from moving forward in your life. That's the situation. That's the overall energy. And you're healing. Okay. You're healing right now is what Spirit is saying. Now, when I look at the energies around you, they're saying to turn your resistance to acceptance. Stop resisting and accept the situation for what it is, which means pay attention to what your intuition is telling you. Listen to source energy, that the thing that's coming to you, that's true. That's what you think it is it. Okay. Yep. But let me get some more energy right here. Yeah. Come out of this energy of mental conflict. As soon as you come out of this energy of mental conflict and fighting with this energy, you don't have to fight with this energy. You just got to surrender this fear so you can open up to what God has for you. As soon as you do this, you're going to be recognized and rewarded for your effort. Right now, this is reverse because you're stuck in here. You're letting fear dictate your life right now. You're letting fear dictate it. Okay. But all this fear was trying to do was force you to heal your wounds, to explore that shadowy side of yourself, to get clear on what it is that you truly want. So look at it for the lesson for what it is. Don't read anything more into it. Release it once you got the lesson. Okay. Release that, abandon that, scratch that, and not move on to something different is what they're saying. Okay. Stop resisting what is, accept what is, surrender to the situation. So this newness, this new energy can come about in your life. Okay. Whew. So it's nurturing you at this time, Pisces, because you got the Hangman and the Queen of Pentacles. Figuring out what will make you feel stable in a situation so that you can move towards that, so that you can have emotional fulfillment. So the Queen of Pentacles is you trying to nourish a part of yourself that feels more stable, where you're not reaching outside of yourself to gain the stability. Okay. So changing your perspective, changing the way you thought, zooming out and viewing things differently, getting more enlightenment from a different perspective in terms of how to reach emotional fulfillment. How can I not feel left out emotionally? How can I move towards what it is that I want? Change your perspective. And the perspective has to do with being fulfilled from within than from without. Okay. Self-love, self-acceptance, coming out of this mental conflict, coming out of this fear. You know what I'm saying? Realizing that the universe is trying to guide you to something different. You need to reset. Okay. This is forcing you to heal your wounds. Abandon the plan. Scratch that. Let's try something different. Okay. So keep listening to your intuition and stop resisting this and accept this change that's coming about, Pisces. Okay. All right. All right. So what else is going on? All right. So let's see what's going on. In terms of a love situation, got the Lover's card here, which is a choice that you have to make. In terms of love, for some of you, you have the Moon card here, which is showing like the shadowy part of yourself. So the person who you are thinking on, or the person who you love, you felt like you were not getting what you wanted from the situation. Like things just wasn't going in the direction that you wanted. This person wants to help to enlighten you to what it is that you truly wanted. Okay. With the Lovers and the Moon card. All right. Is to help you realize something about yourself. And that's what it is. So we have lessons within our relationships. Relationships teaches us about ourselves. So it's a lesson that we had to learn from this person or the situation. It brought into focus something that we needed to focus on, which had to do with self-love. All right, that's the energy. And it's supposed to push you forward to make progress in your life. You know what I'm saying? And the pushing forward, the progress has to do with healing from the things that didn't go the way that you anticipated them going in terms of this emotional situation or this emotional commitment. Okay. Healing from that, which means forgiving yourself in the situation, whatever you think you did wrong, forgiving the other person. Okay. Yeah. And what I want to say too, remember we had the Devil card at the beginning? This situation for a lot of you is a codependent relationship, because you had the Devil card, and now here's the Lover's card and the energy around you that's affecting the situation. So for some, I feel like this person was attached to you in a way that wasn't healthy. So it was like a codependent relationship, and your presence brought completion to them, and that's not how it's supposed to be, or vice versa. You're not supposed to feel complete as a result of them. That's what Spirit is saying. So they want you to make progress in terms of healing the parts of yourself that makes you feel like you need something outside of yourself to make you feel whole, that make you feel complete. All right. They want you to work on that. So it's some healing work that needs to be done in order for you to feel complete, which is releasing your addiction or attachment to that person that's not good for you. Okay. All right. Yeah. And again, a temptation card is here again, which is showing the imbalance or the dependency that this person had with you, or you had with them. But they want you to break free from this energy. They want you to bring balance back in your life as you trust this process. Stand your ground as far as what it is that you want, which means being clear on what it is that you want. Okay. You know what? I'm going to ask for clarity for this person. This energy feels strange that I'm picking up on. Clarify for me, Spirit. For Pisces. Yep. So basically what I got, when I asked to clarify, was the Page of Wands reversed. So it's showing like the stagnancy in a situation where you're attached, or your ego self won't let you see the truth of what the Spirit is saying. So even though this could have been like a soul connection that you had with a person, but it was a lesson you had to learn in it, because it wasn't as stable as it needed to be, because you wasn't stable individually in who you were or who you are, or that person wasn't either. Okay. So it's lessons that were learned. Is what Spirit is saying. All right. So let's look at this. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. What's testing the situation with the Pisces is where I'm at right now. So what's testing it is you guys taking that time to yourself to pull back, to get clarity on what you want, refocusing your energy, getting spiritual enlightenment about what your next step should be. Okay. It's like you turn your back on the situation. You no longer want to engage in it because you feel the imbalance and you want balance in your life. You want Ace of Cups, wish fulfillment, Holy Grail, everything that is you want. Hi, Open Field. Thank you for watching. Okay, you want everything that is that you want. You want to gain passion back into your life. This card is reversed because you don't have this right now. So the question you should ask is, what do I need to do right now in my life to take action towards what it is that I want? You got the Page of Pentacles, focusing energy, and the Emperor. Taking action. How can I gain stability, the Emperor, in my life? How can I get what it is that I want? What do I need to focus on to bring passion back so I can experience this Ace of Cups, the Holy Grail, get everything I want? Okay. You're dealing with a Pisces. Okay. So cross watcher. Okay. Hi, Lena. All right. So how can you bring this passion back? Spirit is saying, open up to what the universe is telling you right now within this message. Is your crown chakra. Open up to the spiritual knowledge and the spiritual wisdom that's around you. Okay, look at the signs. Look at what's being told to you, and then just get clear on what you want. Okay. Yes, I feel like a lot of you had a whole bunch of responsibilities in this relationship. Yeah, I just want to say that it was too much. This person was too dependent on you, is what I feel like. All right. All right, so let's look at the energies as a result. If you were to pass this test, what can happen, Pisces? And my cross watcher says here. Okay, so the test is about self-love. I'm going to say that first, clear as day. The test is about self-love. It's about having the courage to move past this codependent cycle that you were in. Okay, that was part of the lesson. Okay. Open field. I'm answering your question in a few minutes. Let me wrap up this reading. So the test is moving past this codependent energy, having the courage to move past this and move towards something that's more stable, but loving yourself first. That's how you're going to get wish fulfillment, is by loving yourself. That's how a new beginning is going to start, is by you going to the beginning, scratching this situation, what you have with this person, and starting over so you can reach something new, is what Spirit is saying. Okay. But it's about believing in yourself at this time, getting more aligned with what it is that you want. Looking at this as not a breakup or a separation, but looking at it as like a breakthrough. Okay. You're working through karma in order to move to a different phase. So understanding what this is gives you power and it gives you knowledge. So it's like reassessing the situation, focusing out of what you thought was a problem, focusing more on yourself and having a different realization. Okay. So it's a wake-up call. This situation was basically a wake-up call for you, Pisces, okay? To look at or view the situation as far as this situation, be more constructive. Like, how can I make this better? How can I heal? Okay? And they're also saying releasing your pride in the situation, releasing that ego self. Remember right here, Page of Wands, releasing your pride and ego so that you can do the work, the soul searching, working through that shadow energy to release your fear is what they're saying, so that you can move toward something more stable. They're saying within the next few months, you're going to really get clear on this is what they're saying. Okay. And you're going to revisit your dreams, but you're going to view them differently is what Spirit is saying. Because you're going to start healing your heart and you're going to embrace this new cycle that you are currently moving forward towards. And this new cycle is going to bring a different kind of love towards you. Love for self, which invites more love into your life as far as other people outside of yourself. Because right now you're just feeling discontented and not happy with your own self because you're still working through some pains from your past. You're still trying to figure out how can I, move to like a time where I feel differently, How can I move towards material and spiritual prosperity? Is embracing what this is, looking at it for what it is, going back to the drawing board so you can reset and start fresh and new. Okay. Yes. Is what they're saying. It's all about self-love and caring for yourself at this time. And that's what it is. All right. So Pisces, you got a lot of work to do on yourself of breaking free of this shadow energy, this codependent relationship for a lot of you, so you can move towards something different, which is unknown for you. It feels scary, because fear of the unknown is scary, right? But surrender to this new cycle that's here is what Spirit is saying. They want you to surrender to the new cycle so you can step in and start to see what it is that you want come to fruition is what Spirit is saying. Okay, so open field. Here's my question. If we had a fiery, passionate relationship, but we hurt one another and she walked away, can I manifest her back? Okay, that's a good question. Let me see which cards I want to use to answer your question. So you had an open field. So you're a Sag and your person is a Pisces. So you had a fire relationship, but y'all hurt each other because with passion goes two ways. You know what I'm saying? One way is like real passion, like a lot of love making, a lot of chemistry. And the other way is when you argue is real strong too. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. But it's about having the balance. So you want her back is what you're saying. You want her back? Yeah, we have feelings and we are twin flame. Yep. With that fire in there, it's definitely a twin flame. So how can you manifest her back? Let's see. Okay, the first thing that I'm hearing as I'm shuffling this card for you is the first thing I'm hearing as I'm shuffling the card is a change of perspective on how to approach this. Change your perspective on how to approach this. Look, in the first cards that fell out was having patience. Because, you can have a situation with a person and you can fall in love with a person, but you have to nourish the situation of the person. So, which means you're going to work through those parts where y'all don't agree with each other on. Okay. It is a spiritual union that you two have, but you are just undergoing like challenges right now. So it's like pulling back from the situation. Try to see that person's perspective. Try to see the perspective of the other person. Okay. Try to see your Pisces perspective. And I will give the same advice for the Pisces. Okay. Because you brought together in union, but you still have work to do in order to make it work. You have lessons to learn and the other person does too. Okay. So you have to calm yourself. I mean, you get angry in one way, but then you have to like approach it differently. If you want it to work, you have to find a different way to get through to the person. Okay. 6 times in the past several years. But this is the first time. Okay. Well, she's healing. She's healing. And let me just tell you, she do care about, the person does care about you and they want to call and they will call, but it's like, let the person kind of like, complete their cycle of healing. Okay. That's what I'm gonna say. Open fields. Just you work on you at this time as this person is doing the work to work on them. He or she is realizing something about themselves. They're working through their own shadowy energies and you know what I'm saying? Be patient. But if you want, have you tried to reach out to her? Let me ask you that. Okay. And I'm going to tell you that if you want something more personalized, email me at chantelharris30@gmail.com, or go book a read on my website. But let me look at Lena's question real quick, and I got to close the Pisces read now. Okay, may I have a question? There is a man in the office, keeps great conversation, and still looking at each other. Is it something real? So somebody in your office that you have a crush on, Lena? You want to know what that's about? Okay, let's see. Let me see, Lena. I'm about to tune into that energy right now. A man in the office. Great conversation. Y'all looking at each other. Lena, the card is kind of strange here. Give me a little bit more information. What's your sign and what's his sign? This is for Lena. Open fields, give her time. Give her time to heal, okay? Because she's healing right now. But reach out to me, and I'll give you more personalized reading, okay? Lena, can you email me the signs? Your sign and the person in the office who you have great conversations with. Well, oh, Pisces. Okay. I don't know who he is. Oh, you're Pisces. Okay. So what I want to tell you, that person is coming out of a situation where they've been feeling trapped. Is a lot of changes going on in that person's life right now. So it's just like they're entering into a different phase. So they recently were kind of really emotionally withdrawn or kind of trapped in some type of situation. Okay. Yeah. So Lena, the person you're asking about, they're a little bit blocked off right now. There's something else going on with them. I want to tell you that. They're a little blocked off right now. There's something else going on with that person, but what are you wanting from the person? Open fields, you sing me that song last week. Okay, that was you. Whoever this person is, Lena, they're going through a lot of emotional stuff. I mean, are you giving them advice when y'all meeting and talking? Because they're like in a place where I feel like they feel like you're helping them pass whatever it is that they're going through. Because this energy, trapped in fear, like they feel like their world's crumbling down. It's like they're coming out of this energy. Okay, it's like you give them the courage and power to move past some type of sad time that they're going through in their life. Okay. Okay, but email me, Lena, if you want something more personal. The person energy is kind of like, it's heavy right now, and I feel like you're offering something different for that person to kind of uplift their spirit. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and for participating. I appreciate it so much.